Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Sources with direct knowledge says Diddy was taken to a Brooklyn hospital last week from the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn for pain. Yeah, they're saying that he had some pain in his knee, and this pain has been persistent for some time, years. As you know, Diddy is being held on sex trafficking charges. He has a trial date coming up in May where he is going to be facing a plethora of accusers. Now, why is this important? Well, depending on who you ask, it may not be important. But I saw an angle here to give you guys some news you can use, some information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. You see, Diddy was in pain and Diddy got help because he's Diddy. There's a lot of people that are being held in jails and detention centers, prisons all over this country who cry for help every day. Somebody right now is in pain. Somebody is crying right now. Somebody is in desperate need of medical attention and they're not getting it. And they, unfortunately, some of them at least, are going to die in jail, in police custody. And fam, the number of people who are injured or ends up dying in police custody would blow your mind. The Justice Department's independent watchdog released its final report on hundreds of inmates' deaths while in federal prisons, finding operational and managerial deficiencies contributed to unsafe conditions prior to many of the deaths. Family, that's Fed. Imagine what it looks like on a state and local level. In the feds, it's typically, like a country club, depending on what level. You do have max, but feds, even on the max, when you compare federal max to state max, it's two different levels. State max is wild. It's the wild, wild west, man. Now check this out, fam. The Justice Department's Office of the Inspector General did not say specifically an exact number that it attributed to the deficiencies, only saying they were found in a number of the deaths. The report examined 344 inmate deaths that took place over 8 years, beginning in the 2014 fiscal year. It examined suicides, homicides, accidents, and deaths resulting from unknown factors. Healthcare-associated deaths were omitted. Now, why would they omit healthcare-associated deaths? It's got to be high. That's why they omitted it, because it's already bad in the free world. Medical malpractice is running rampant in the free world. Imagine what it's like in jails, in prisons, detention centers, where the quality of the healthcare professionals are not all that great. The excellence expectation is not all that great. Imagine, this is a place where pretty much if you go to the doctor and you die, especially if they're trying to so-called save your life, you die, man, ain't no questions going to be asked. I don't even remember a time where I've seen some healthcare facility or associated healthcare facility being sued because an inmate experienced malpractice. I do not recall that ever. Inmate on inmate violence is a real thing. They do hurt each other. They do kill each other. But sometimes the police hurt inmates and kill them and cover it up. But here's something else to think about. A lot of times people die just because they can't get access to their medication. And sometimes the police is involved with holding back that medication, not allowing them to get to that medication. Let's go specifically to the jails around America. Let's talk about the mortality rate. On average, about 1.40 deaths occur annually per 1,000 incarcerated people. About 0.62 deaths per 1,000 incarcerated people were illness-related deaths. 0.53 were suicides, and 0.15 were acute drug or alcohol-related deaths. Accidents or homicides were less common, 0.03 deaths each. I don't believe that data whatsoever. I'm seeing just in the Harris County jail where I'm at, people getting their heads knocked off, people dying mysteriously while in police custody. I'm seeing it happen in prisons from Texas to Louisiana to New York to California to Arizona, Oklahoma, Utah. Mysterious deaths while in custody. So I'm not buying the data. I'm not buying it. And let me tell you something for all of you people out there, you goody two-shoes who ain't never been in trouble and ain't gonna get in trouble and ain't never had a really, really close family member to you be accused of something and had to go to prison. Let me tell you something. You better pray. You better pray that it doesn't happen. Because if it do, you will see things differently. A lot of times in this life that we live, we don't care about things until they directly impact our own lives. So what's going on in these prisons actually affect everybody. It has a domino effect. Anybody can end up in police custody. If you're riding down the street and you just get an overzealous police officer, you could end up in jail, because they know how to push your buttons. Somebody just want to take you in. One of them want to just take you in. You could end up in jail. And so this is why I think it's a good idea for us to try to look out for each other. Now, I know we got some uncivilized mutts. Uncivilized mutts get what they get. I got that. But most of the people in jail are not uncivilized mutts. They are people who perhaps made a mistake, maybe two. But they don't deserve to be treated like animals. And that's what happens a lot of times when people end up in jail. They're treated like animals and they're under the stewardship of uncivilized mutts. That's the irony. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.